Hey YouTube. So I've got Mitch with me from Native Survival.
How's it going?
And we're at the bushcraft gathering together. And
hanging out.
Looking forward to meeting you since I started watching your channel.
Well, thanks for checking it out, man.
Yeah, no problem.
That's awesome.
No problem.
I appreciate that.
So how long you been into bushcraft?
Probably since I was 4 or 5, I suppose.
4 or 5?
Yeah, like every other, I would think. Every other kid hanging out in the woods and, you know, fishing with his grandfather kind of thing.
Yep.
So.
Yep. When I was young, we had a piece of property. We had like 10 acres, hectare. And it was all woods. And that's where it all started for me.
Yep.
And then I didn't have a whole lot of opportunity to learn bushcraft. Every little bit that I learned on my own. And then as an adult, that's when I really started to pushing and getting into it.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes it happens that way. Yeah, when I was a kid, I picked up some skills from my grandfather, and native stuff. Not too many, because he's pretty far down the line kind of thing, you know.
Right.
And I learned a lot from there. I really sowed the seeds. And then, after he passed, I joined the Boy Scouts. I suppose now, thinking back, I guess, to fill the gap.
Right.
I didn't realize, you know. And as time went on, started kind of pushing myself, and just went from there. I just needed more and more and more. The thing for me was, you know, I heard that people can make fire by rubbing sticks.
Yeah.
You know, and that was like the biggest dream for me, man. Could I make a fire by rubbing sticks? You know? So.
I had a similar experience. My grandfather taught me that you can make fire with quartz.
Yep.
And
awesome.
In one of my videos, you see me trying to make fire with quartz, and it's just rubbing quartz together. Because we made sparks as children. He showed us that, right?
Yeah.
So
we used to do that on the driveway and the road out front.
Yep.
You throw quartz like really hard and it would smash and just shower sparks.
Yep.
You ever do that? That's fun.
Yeah. So
because the road would be made of little chunks of quartz and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And they'd hit each other.
Yep.
Totally.
So I did a video trying it with just the quartz. I didn't think it was going to do it, but I did it in honor of my grandfather.
Yep.
But
grandfathers are the best, man.
Yeah.
The old men, the Pepes of the world, the grandfathers, the Papas, as mine was called. Yeah, man, they're the ones that know everything. Absolutely. And I always have this idea that regardless of what I know, how much I know, there's always somebody out there that knows more.
Yep.
And then when you find that guy who knows the most, right? He's going to tell you that his grandfather could run circles around.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been lucky because I'm able to pass it on to my children, and my children have been learning it. So that makes it twice as much fun for me. And you know, I see you with your daughter, and she's learning it too. And I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It's an honor to bestow such gifts to such a young person. You know, it's like every father's dream is to bring his children up in how he wished he was brought up.
Yeah. Or
in a house that he wished he lived in. You always want to do better than where you grew up. And I wish that I had gone paddling as many times as I have with my daughter. I wish my dad did that with me, things like that. My dad, fisherman, man. Put him in the boat, it's probably going to be a power boat and we're skiing, you know? None of that paddling stuff, you know, it's funny. He'll sit there and he'll catch hornpout and eel at midnight. And I mean, the guy's a fisherman, he loves catching fish, and he loves finding a fish that's smart and loves outsmarting it. He loves finding out like when a fish runs towards him instead, trying to trick. I mean, he's into it, dude. He's into it. He knows things I'll never know. And so, you know, each father kind of shares his own little thing.
Yep.
You know, and it just kind of keeps passing down. And I think it's our job, in my opinion, to take the various pieces that have been passed down and add our bit to it, but still make sure we retain some of the bits that were brought to us and keep it going.
And never let the old ways be forgotten.
Ever. Because that's the only true freedom in the world. Think about it. The natives lived without money. The natives lived without any sort of outside like interference. They didn't have jobs. Their job was to weave a net and put it in a spot that they knew that it was a good spot at that time of year with that particular weather, everything, all those details,
Yeah.
and then feed their family. And while that net is working, they're off doing other things. I mean, and that was their job, you know. And now in
All
this
with the
society,
intent of maintaining the land,
absolutely,
right? No,
absolutely.
no destruction.
Well,
of the
because
land.
if you destroy that,
Then there's nothing
what are you
left.
doing next year?
Yeah.
Now your family's starving, right? And so, I think that that old way is incredibly important to cherish
Absolutely.
because it's how we got to this point,
Yep.
right?
And so much is forgotten. So many people are so stressed out about things that they can't control. When if they learn these kind of skills, it's so relaxing and it gives you back so much self-control, so much control over your environment
Mm.
that no matter what happens
Control with your environment,
with your environment,
right?
that you'll be able to deal with it.
Right. It brings balance back into your everyday emotional well-being.
Yep.
All of a sudden, you inwardly feel more calm knowing that you can walk into the forest with the knife and nothing else, and affect fire and make traps, fish traps, catch a fish, fillet the fish. I mean, on and on and on and on. You can just feed yourself and go and go and go. That creates a sense of calm inside. So when something happens, and I'm not saying anything huge, I'm saying like you're out camping. Oh, we forgot X, Y, Z. Like, oh, hold on a second.
We can make
Like,
that.
you know, oh, we forgot our pan. Oh, no worries. Let me go grab a rock.
Yep.
Or let me go carve, planting sticks. Let me go grab. You know, there's always something, and it's not a big deal. It's just, oh yeah, no big. And then the kids come and they gather. Oh, Daddy's gonna go find a rock, and then they help you clean it, and it's like it's a fun family thing, you know. And the wife, you know, kind of gives you that little smirk, like she loves it while she's preparing the food or whatever, and she looks at her man like, I've got a good man. You know what I mean? It's cool. Instead of a guy who gets all fired up and he has to go back into town somewhere and rah rah rah. You know what I mean?
Buy something.
Exactly. You know, it creates balance. It really does.
And it you know, kids nowadays are so bored because everything has to be instantaneous.
Right.
But you take the same kid and you teach him to make a spoon, or you teach him to make a fire,
Mm.
and all of a sudden he's now a confident kid.
Mhm.
And you have people trying to manipulate them into doing something that they don't think they should. Now they have the confidence to say no and walk away.
They have stability in their foundation.
Yeah.
So they try to get persuaded to be pushed around and lean a certain way. They're not pushed as easy. Yeah, they're more resilient as individuals of character.
Yep.
Yep. Well, hey man, I really enjoyed this talk.
Me too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no
It was
worries.
great meeting you.
Absolutely. Thanks for tracking me down in camp. And
Don't forget to check out Mitch's YouTube channel, Native Survival. And we'll see you next time.
appreciate it. Take care. Enjoy the outdoors.
That was awesome.